My name is Chelsea Dean. Today we'll be talking about Pysanky egg decorating. Boiled or scrambled, these are terms you might think of when talking about eggs, but if you are Czech or familiar with the Cedar Rapids Czech community, you might be more familiar with kraslica eggs or the more familiar Ukrainian Pysanky egg, which are traditional ornamented eggs. Today I will introduce you to a brief history and the basic tools needed to decorate your own Pysanky egg. I became interested in Pysanky egg decorating because I thought it would be fun to do with my child and friends. To really appreciate Pysanky eggs, we need to know something about the history of egg decorating. Marjorie Nadel, a professional egg decorator who works closely with the National Czech Museum in Cedar Rapids, explained during an egg decorating class given in 2006 that the tradition of decorating eggs has been passed on from generations for over 2,000 years. Ornamented eggs exist in almost all European cultures as well as in those of the ancient peoples of Africa and Asia, and that even in the prehistoric times, religions with developed cultures such as Egypt, Persia, and China had painted eggs. Before the birth of Christ, cultures of Central and Western Europe were influenced by belief that the eggs represented rebirth and new life in the spring of the year. They had festivals of rejoicing where they celebrated the triumph of death in the spring over winter. Life was difficult, and the Pysanky filled their need for beauty and creativity. According to the Daily Book of Art, with the acceptance of Christianity in 988 CE, the Pysanky has been part of the Christian Easter traditions in Ukraine by symbolizing the resurrection or rebirth of Jesus Christ, and continues to be a popular gift at Easter. Decorated eggs are traditionally given as an act of friendship, an expression of affection, or an offering of forgiveness, as Jane Pollock explains in her book, Decorating Eggs, Exquisite Design with Wax and Dye. Symbols, images, and colors are as traditional as the techniques used to decorate the eggs. Ms. Pollock details how. Young children received the most brightly colored egg designs, elderly the darkest. Gray was used for departed souls. Married women with no children might get an egg with a chicken design to represent fertility. And married couples would often receive a 40 triangle design signifying the 40 tasks in life, such as childbirth, health of husband, and strength. Farmers received eggs decorated with wheat patterns and wave patterns representing bountiful crops and wealth. During Miss Nadel's egg decorating class, she also discusses the symbolism and meaning connected to designs and colors. You can see the representation of the designs on the wall behind me, and the same designs with additional information about colors in the handouts I have provided you. The sun, she says, is the most popular symbol. The sun is worshipped by many ancient cultures. It was viewed as the source of all life. It is the most widely used symbol on decorated eggs. A star is the second most popular symbol. The star represents success. In folk tales, it frequently assumes the role of the younger sister or the child of the sun. The most usual star patterns have an even number of 6 to 8 points. Even numbers believed to be good luck, also they were easier to draw. Other symbols include wheat, which symbolize plentiful harvest, fertility, and hope for good crop. Spiders, credited with healing powers and good fortune. Spiders were never killed because their death was believed to bring misfortune to a household. According to Ukrainian folklore, spiders spun webs to cover the trail of the Holy Family in their flight to Egypt. Snakes, the snake represents the protection. A snake does not bite. Unlike a serpent, snakes were believed to guard the home. Bad people did not have snakes. A farmer was happy to have a snake around. It was believed that killing a garden snake would cause the livestock to die. Therefore, snakes were never killed. Colors were limited because materials easily accessible during everyday life were used to create colors like sauerkraut juice, onion skins, bark, grasses and leaves, berries, rose hips, beet juice, flowers, and soot from a fireplace. Just like the patterns and designs held meanings, so did the colors. White symbolized purity, yellow, successful harvest and wisdom, green symbolized spring and rebirth of nature, red symbolized the sun and happiness in life, and black symbolized darkest time before dawn, when souls of the dead were thought to travel. Now that we have discussed how Pysanky egg decorating evolved and roll designs and colors have its historical and cultural significance, it is time to introduce the basic tools and materials you will need to create your own Pysanky egg. Start thinking about who you will give it to. I have provided you a handout with a materials list and a few suggestions on where to acquire materials. You can find the list of the same basic materials in any instructional book or on a variety of online searches using the keyword Pysanky eggs. The materials are as follows: a white egg, soft tissue, newspaper, distilled water, varnish, a kiska, a small paintbrush, Q-tips or toothpicks, a candle and candle holder, a spoon and pencil, dye, beeswax, a drying rack, a wide mouth jar, and vinegar, white vinegar. Keep in mind that these are basic materials. You may find others you may enjoy using. We will cover use in specialty materials in our next lesson. Now that you know a little bit about the history, meaning, and materials for making a Pysanky egg, it's time to start thinking about the egg you are going to design. Thank you for your interest today, and I hope you enjoyed it enough to come back for the next lesson and learn how to decorate your own egg.